Loki Season 2 Episode 3 brings all the main players back together. We finally meet Victor Timely, more of a version of Kang than a variant. Loki gets to see Sylvie again. Mobius is finally done trying convincing Ravonna to work and save the TVA together, and Miss Minutes seemed to be a bit horny. Episode 3 was back.
Oh god, I'm so horny.
What's going on, everybody? I'm your host Sam, and it's an honor to have you all back on the channel. First, let's talk about, is Victor Timely really is he who remains? According to Miss Minutes, what she is telling Ravonna Renslayer is that Victor Timely eventually becomes the man who built TVA and ended the Multiversal War, and ends up as he who remains at the end of time. She also mentioned that when the end was near, he who remains told Miss Minutes to deliver this guided TVA book to the man in 1868 of Sacred Timeline at that exact place at that exact time. She also explained that by doing this, we get him atop of the TVA and we both will rule by his side. Now all of this is pretty straightforward. While dying, he who remains also made a perfect plan for his rebirth and means to rule the TVA again. But things are not that simple. Now Victor Timely could be he who remains we saw at the end of Loki Season 1. Because of Ravonna and Miss Minutes meddling with time, Victor Timely had the TVA guidebook right by his side. He built so many devices, but being back in time with less technological advancement, he couldn't accomplish much. And later of this episode, it is revealed that Victor Timely is not a bad person like his variants. At least not yet. When Sylvie was going to kill Timely, he begged for his life, and Sylvie found him just an innocent person, like herself, who was being misjudged for the potential actions he might do in the future. So she let him go with Loki and Mobius to the TVA to save the temporal loop. Another thing proves that he who remains indeed was Victor Timely once. Remember in Loki Season 1 finale, when he who remains told Loki and Sylvie about how the first variant came across Goliath and harnessed its power. With that power ended the Multiversal War. He then mentioned that I ended the Multiversal War, which confirms that the first variant he's talking about is himself. When he showed the hologram of first variant, you see here he's wearing the glasses just like Victor Timely.
I don't know, man. I'm lost.
Now let's say this Victor Timely is he who remains, who is going to kill all of his Kang variants and end the Multiversal War. It's a necessary evil. If that's it, he's at the TVA now. And you know what? If this is going to happen, who's going to help him to be the ruler of the TVA? Obi. Yes, Ouroboros may seem like nerdy innocent man, but he will help Timely become the conqueror. Why? For the greater good. Something is going to happen and Obi will realize only option to save the TVA and to stop the Multiversal War is to make Timely atop of TVA and their leader. And that's what we are gonna get to see in the Avengers Kang Dynasty. All of this seems very straightforward, but let me tell you this, it isn't. Now let's talk about the paradox he who remains promised in Loki Season 1 finale. According to him, he went every scenario over and over again, and he found only solution was that Loki and Sylvie take over the TVA and he retires, or kill him and everything will happen again. The infinite variants of Kang, the Multiversal War,
And I just end up right back here anyways.
I mean, Victor Timely is going to be he who remains. Now imagine if he never handed Victor Timely the TVA guideline book in the Sacred Timeline. He himself wouldn't be created in the first place in Bright Timeline in 1893. So what's his main agenda was? So everything he said about saving the multiverse could be true.
No. It's just another lie.
I think it's not about saving the multiverse at all. It's about saving the Ravonna Renslayer from her destined demise. And that's maybe the secret Miss Minutes was talking about at the end of episode 3. Now Kang and Ravonna have tragic story in the comics. Ravonna and Kang couldn't end up together because she always dies no matter how hard Kang tries to save her. He jumped space and time to save her, but every time he failed. So maybe it's just my opinion. That's what's exactly going on here. Maybe she died again and again in the Multiversal War when fighting alongside Kang, and the only way to save her life was removing her memories and put her in the TVA as Judge Renslayer. So everything I talked about in this video is about why he who remains needed to ensure his rebirth and to make sure Timely will atop the TVA and defeat other Kang variants. It's not about ending the Multiversal War, but saving the life of Ravonna Renslayer. So there are a lot of possibilities here, and remember, everything is going according to how he who remains intended. At the end of this season, Ravonna will not have her memories at all. And in Avengers The Kang Dynasty, Ravonna will serve as general in the Multiversal War alongside Kang And general audience won't really need to see Loki series at all to enjoy that movie. But for fans who love the Loki series, will have the enhanced experience of connecting all of these dots. Still, everything is happening in a loop, and it already happened before, endlessly, again and again. Only this time, as viewers, we get to see it, and it will be the choice of Avengers and Loki in the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, which will finally end this too. So everything we theorize about may not happen.
No. It's just another lie.
You think I forgot to talk about is Miss Minutes being horny. In a video by Screen Crush, they theorize Miss Minute is being made on the conscience of Ravonna Renslayer, and it makes perfect sense. He who remains had to save her by not being with her, and he gets lonely at the end of time. He created Miss Minutes to oversee the TVA and his plans, but also the reminder of his long-lost love of Renslayer.
What has she done to you?
That's it, everybody. Thank you for watching. Kindly hit that subscribe button if you liked the video. Share your ideas and thoughts about this and Loki upcoming episode 4 in the comment section below. Or send them in my way on Instagram @SamKnowsGeeks. I am Sam. I'll see you there.